Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Shubh Sandhya, Titanic. Oh God, I forgot how to say it in Ukrainian. Dobry večer, something like that. I'm pretty sure. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is Thursday, September 4th. On this day, 2018. 2000. What the heck? My thing broke. It's like 400 years ago. Never mind. 400 years ago. A 400-year-old shipwreck was discovered just 15 miles off the coast of Portugal. And the main reason I think that's a fun fact or an interesting fact is that you have to imagine, a lot of times when you hear numbers like that, 400, 500 years ago, 2,000 years ago, right? Like it doesn't mean, well to me, sorry, and I think to most people, if I know the brain well enough, a number like that actually doesn't mean anything. So you don't feel anything. You're like, oh, 500 years ago, your brain isn't like, whoa, for most people. And if you, for just a second, realize that is so long ago, that's like your grandma's grandma, right? And then probably a little bit further because people died younger, the further back you go. If you realize that so many generations ago, absolutely no one you know or have known like is related to anything in that vicinity. It's a phenomenal concept because it gives a lot of relief, in my opinion, when you realize, oh, you know, we don't think about those people, we don't envision those people, we don't imagine those people. So we're definitely walking on their shoulders, but at the same time, we don't constantly like idolize them, if you will, which I think is a good thing. And the reason why I think it's a good thing is because if you ever feel like, oh, you know, life is so heavy, life is so weighted, life is so, you name it, the reality of it is no one's going to remember you. And that's a really, really good thing. So just do your best to enjoy life to the best of your ability. And then when it's your time to check out, you check out with a smile on your face. No one's going to remember. It'll be great. So yeah, fun fact, guys. Also, happy birthday to Miss Beyonce. She turns 44 today. And rest in peace, Mr. Steve Irwin. He lived from 1962 to 2006. Steve Irwin, I actually watched quite a few of the videos or episodes he made. He was not sure what to call it, but like a nature documentary type figure. And so he basically tried to get the world to love animals, which is a really big deal. So rest in peace, Mr. Steve Irwin. Today's question of the day. What's something painful that empowered you? I've told this story before. For me, I had something that in the Netherlands is called a calamity happen at the hospital, which is basically where a sequence of mistakes caused a patient, in my case, to go into cardiac arrest, which is basically dead. Okay. Luckily, we managed to get her heart working again and she survived. But you can imagine if a sequence of mistakes leads, you know, your mom to die, that's a very, very, these are not fun situations, okay? And so for me, in that situation, I was one of the people that made a mistake. It was a very, very grave mistake, obviously. And I still remember how I felt that day because it was, you know, obviously the exact opposite of why I went into healthcare. But at that moment when that situation hit me, like, I knew like there's so many ways I could have handled that. And I remember that day I said to myself, this is like 8 or 9 years ago. I remember that day I said to myself, that night shift, I said, I have to, like whatever the case is, I have to imagine this being my mom. What would I want? What would I expect? What would help me? And the reality of it is I knew I needed to be as honest as I possibly could with that family. And specifically, I remember her son. Her son was very, very aggressive. He was very angry for obvious reasons. And so this guy's like maximum aggression, okay? And I still remember, like I went into the room where all of her family was after we managed to get her heart working again. And just basically straight up, it felt like a confession, but technically it wasn't, of course, like a confession in the sense that I admitted that there was mistakes made. I admitted that things could have gone differently. I explained everything in extreme medical detail so they understood how something like this could possibly happen. And then I ended that for 40 minutes or so, probably longer, but felt like 40 to 50 minutes of giving them information by saying, and the reality of it is, I know that it doesn't make anything better giving you all of this information. I just felt like you deserved knowing how something like this could possibly happen. And of course, I never intended for this to happen, and neither did my coworkers. So all I can ask for is that you are honest with me with your feedback, and whatever you guys want to hit us with, you hit us with, right? And I guess luckily in the Netherlands, it's not a very lawsuit heavy country, but they weren't interested in it. And to me, the most magical moment, why it empowers me so much, is that son that was really, really aggressive. I remember when I was like, okay, here we go. Here it comes. Right? Like he looked at me and he said, I appreciate your honesty. Are you okay? That's how he said it to me. I was like, wait, are you asking me if I'm okay? Right? And so I was like, oh, obviously I'm not happy, but unfortunately I am human, so sometimes this happens. Luckily it doesn't happen very often. And so I said to them, which was true, you know, at that point I'd been a nurse for like 7 years. I said, this is the first time this has ever happened to me in my career, and I hope it's the last, of course, which it has been so far. And so the guy was like, glad to hear you're okay. Thank you for all the information. And I was like, whoa. I was like, this, because I was expecting this guy to punch me in the face. So to me, that was a really, really empowering moment. It's, if you ever wonder, like, why does Phacil believe in the goodness of mankind so much? Because apparently, if I accidentally kill your mom and I'm honest about it, and I explain where the mistake happened, and I tell you that I feel bad about it as well, then you're willing to forgive me for that, apparently. Even if you were like full on rage mode beforehand. And I think that wouldn't be possible if there's not some profound ethical goodness to human beings. So yeah, long answer to the question of the day, but we'll see if you guys have shorter answers, but feel free to do both, of course. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing well. I will do the shout outs here in a second. Today's stream theme, we're doing some Dune Awakening, playing on the Orion server. It's a European server. Sietch Umbu, if you'd like to join. Just probably going to be doing some questing or some building. I think probably work on my skill tree quests would be my guess. I don't do that enough. Also, fun fact, tomorrow is Baldur's Gate 3. For those of you that enjoyed Baldur's Gate, I'm going to be asking the boys that did the playthrough with me to come back and hang out. And Saturday, it's happening, guys. On by popular demand, I suppose. Saturday, we're going to be trying out some new Helldivers 2 content. I say new, but for you guys, it's old. But I haven't played Helldivers 2 in like 3 to 4 months. So for me, Saturday is going to be complete mayhem, which should be fun. So we'll see. We'll see if I still got my aim. We're going to find out. All right, guys. That's all the PSAs. Hope you guys had a fantastic week. Would love to hear about it. Here we go. Let me unmute on Discord. I unmuted on Discord. Hello, Mr. Cool. And shout outs to, of course, Titanic, Mr. Cool, Dialza, how you doing? And Stern and Rental, I hope you guys are doing well. And everyone who's not in chat as well, of course. Hope you guys are doing all right. No, it wasn't a debate, Dialza. I was talking about the question of the day. I try to answer the question of the day at the beginning of the stream, always. Let's see. Why did if I accidentally killed your mom make me laugh? Because it's funny. It's funny if you take it from with a grain of salt, right? Oh, this is how do we feel about this question? It's a good start. We need our purifier god. Where is he? Someone find the purifier god. I will definitely be rocking the purifier. We'll see if it does anything. What do you mean no? Are you guys serious? I'm curious. It's too hard? Are you saying Helldivers 2 is too hard right now? When did you turn into a pansy, Stern? And good evening, man. How are you, bud? What happened? You need super heavy armor? Is that what's happening? No. You guys don't think aliens are watching us? I feel like aliens are watching us. They have to be watching us, right? Let me just fly east. The majority of what you want will come from the minority of what you do. Yes, 80-20 rule they call it. Although I'm pretty sure that that concept's been abused. Hello, Lucy. How are you doing? Say hi to Lucy for me. Let's see. Aliens don't spy, but the Illuminati do. Oh, I'm pretty sure the aliens would beat the crap out of the Illuminati. Let's see. What do you mean? You guys saying Helldivers 2 is hard? Is that actually a thing? Are you guys being serious right now? Interesting. Okay. Alright. That should be exciting then. Okay, we're gonna find out. Cash me outside, yes? Let's see. Death Captain Rental and Admirable Admiral Rental would easily solo D10 no stands. Oh, well done. Whoa, really? You guys got ganked? Alright. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, okay. We're gonna find out. So does that mean if I solo one, that's actually good content? Alright, this sounds like a challenge. I accept. I accept. It's probably not gonna happen, but it's okay. One can dream. One can dream. Do 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 do. Water and fuel. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Alright, so everyone is in agreement. Helldivers 2 is hard right now. Wow. Okay. Although, to be fair, people used to say that. Alright, okay. So I guess solo difficulty 10 knives only against Terminants. It's never gonna happen for the record, but one can dream. Alright, let's see. The hardest thing in Helldivers for me is not playing it until 2 AM. Dude, sounds good, honestly. I'm glad for Arrowhead. They deserve that type of attention, honestly. Props to them. Thank you, Lucy, for waking up, Rental. Much appreciated. How's Lucy doing? How's her marketing statistics degree coming along? What do you mean we are not people? We are not people. We are elite divers. Diveroos. Yeah, that is fair. If you guys are saying it's hard, I believe you. I've seen you guys play, so... Arakin. I need to pay bills first. First I pay... Oh, I need to talk to someone here as well. That's handy. Where do I pay bills? Where's the tax guy? We're gonna find out. We are. Alright, Stern. Love the attitude, love the confidence. Well done. Remember, when I talk about the arrogance to humility / insecurity balance, it's somewhere in the middle, okay? You've tilted too far into arrogance, okay? Tilt back a little bit.
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris?
No. I would like to pay my taxes. Let's see. Lucy's well and happy, although I have to be background noise more often for her to study. Oh, okay. That's nice of you to be background noise. Very nice of you. Do I hear treason? Maybe. Maybe. I'm just saying, maybe if you tilt back away from arrogance into confidence, so a little bit more towards humility, maybe then you can solo a 10. I'm just saying. Those are connected.
You
Hello.
again? What now?
I will pay my taxes. Pay. 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 Okay, I paid. I paid. Alrighty. Of course they'd be happy with me paying taxes this game, alright. Face the wall. I haven't even gone into a D10. I've read a lot of your Helldivers 2 chat in Discord though. So I know that there's, what are they called? The big wormy things. So it should be fun. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We gonna find out, crew. Should be fun. Alright, I'm assuming you guys are gonna carry me tomorrow though. But afterwards it'll be fun to find out. Do we go up? Up, alright. Yeah, I paid taxes. Shai Hulud is so divine. It entered Helldivers. That is fair. But there we can actually kill one. So that's pretty dope. Yes? This guy.
I can already tell we are going to be fast friends, unless we already are, in which case it's so good to see you. How long has it been?
Hello.
Well, far be it from me to look a mysterious wine bearer in the mouth, but perhaps you ought to tell me who your patron is before I accept.
I will not.
That does sound romantic. When do I get to meet her? Or him?
They will reveal themselves. In the wine.
Caledonian wine. A rare experience. By Jove, I like you. I'm going to a party later, and sharing this will make me the belle of the ball. Do you drink while on duty? Don't answer. Let me tempt you not. I'll shield you from this devil's ambrosia. Just a selfless soul, drinking for two.
Don't use the poisoned wine? Okay. Does that mean I just go away? Alright. Oh, we need... Okay, if you guys want me to carry you, then Saturday is going to be hilarious, because that's just going to be us getting eaten by worms. This is going to be great. Alright, I'm excited for Saturday now. Phacil the Purifier God. I will do my best. I will do my best. Okay, I'm not using the wine because, you know, Stern says I shouldn't. So... what do I do then? Do I just stab him? It's a side objective? Okay. Alright, I will not use the wine then. Very well. Very well. Can I go here? No. Make Stern drink the wine? Okay. I will pour it into his library, into the cup in his library. He won't notice. Alright, I paid my taxes. Is there a there's probably some trainer here, right? There has to be a trainer, you would think. Can you see them? Duncan's dojo. Actually, I think I have those quests. Do I? Do I? Planetologist. Where are my... Oh, there it is. I do. Alright, let's do this one first. I need to go to Harko Village. Oh, drink water, guys. Thank you. Stay hydrated, guys. How are you guys doing? No one's told me how their week is. How's your week, guys? What are you up to? Other than getting eaten by Shai Hulud. As in, you're given the option to tell him the wine is poisoned. Oh, okay. I'll go back then. I will go back. Now that my brother's gone, I get my own room for the first time in 14 years. Congrats, man. On both ends. I hope your brother's doing well.
I can already tell we are going to be fast friends, unless...
Yes, yes,
Caledonian...
yes.
Do you drink while on duty? Don't answer. Let me tempt
It's
you
supposed to be drank
I'll
by you.
shield you. I'm afraid something of this vintage simply must be shared. It's just my indelibly magnanimous nature.
It's poisoned.
Beg your pardon?
It's poisoned.
You really are bizarre, and such awkward, weirdly timed, and self-destructive honesty. You serve the Duke, don't you? Don't answer. Act casual. Clearly the signal in this chain of command has gotten twisted. Go talk to Thu-Sat. He'll sort this out for you. I can't say any more here. I'd appreciate no further murder attempts. I want to like you, but I have this puerile habit of loathing people who try to kill me. It's a quirk of mine.
I get that. Okay. Didn't use the poison. But I'm pretty sure analytical chick is gonna hate me. Okay, well, this is what it is. Actions, consequences. We'll talk to Two-Fear. My brother left for uni. That's honestly, that's cool. A new chapter for your parents as well. How are your parents feeling, Mr. Cool? How do they feel about your brother leaving for uni? Stern, how was your week, bud? First week back at school? Yes, I think. Depending on where you live, actually. Let me sprint. First week back at school. What about you, Rental? How's your week? And Lucy's? Almost there. Two-Fear. Hello, Two-Fear.
I expected you. Sorry. Occupational hazard.
I didn't do it.
Ah, I hadn't expected her to move so fast. Know that you did the right thing and showed excellent judgment.
Posture check, guys. Sit up straight. So what now?
Andrea turned herself in, claimed complete responsibility for everything. Loyalty still means something to her, and a willingness to face consequences.
Okay.
Her actions took me aback. Ambrose, you see, was my double agent, feeding misinformation to the Harkonnen.
What will happen to Andrea?
There will be a disciplinary action. Then I will place her on other cases far from Skorda. She faced her misconduct with honor. Our work isn't done.
What about me?
Now you work for me directly. You have Andrea to thank for that. She made the case to keep you on. She made it very well. A process cannot be understood by stopping it. Understanding must move with the flow of the process, must join it and flow with it.
This is true.
I can only teach you what comes next by throwing you into the flow directly. Perhaps, in the process, we can save my Duke and his house.
What's the next step? Hello, Marcos. Hello. Oh, James Whiskey as well. How are you guys doing? Rental had a good week. Getting cranky? Why? Oh, lack of sleep. All right. All right. Not a new problem. Rental, you gotta make sure you get your rest. Lucy, can you please tell Rental she needs to get her rest? That's actually really bad for you, okay? No sarcasm. Please try to get your rest. Everyone here likes you. It's good for your mood. It's good for your health. Get your rest. Try to go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time if you have that possibility in your life, guys. It's harder when you're younger, for the record, just because you become more nocturnal, hormonally speaking. But it's definitely good to try to keep that habit in. Mom's fine. Don't know about dad. Didn't see him in over a year. Okay. That's right. You told me. I apologize. I forgot about that, Mr. Cool. Yeah, for a lot of Dutchies, it's the first week of school, I'm pretty sure. How are you doing, James? What about you, Marquitos? Calispera? Bonsoir. Sorry, you're in France right now. Bonsoir. Stern weaponizes Lucy by adding Lucy in Discord to tell me to go to bed. That's good, honestly. Keep it up, Stern. Proud of you, bud. I will give you some Oxy tokens for that here in a bit. Let's see. What's our next step in investigating spice?
Understanding the origin of the tainted spice is vital. Taking in all of the data, I detect Imperial influence, though I do not know from whom. We must trace the links in the chain back to Skorda. It is from him we will get clearer answers. The man recently appeared in Erekine.
How do we track down Skorda?
I've calculated his most likely contact, a naive Atreides trooper named Rafe Oslau. He's stationed in Erekine. Find him. Find out what he knows.
Rafe
we know he's had
Alright, where are you, Rafe Oslo? Rafe Oslo. Okay. We can go for Rafe Oslo. Let's see. Even more. Alright. I forgot Stern has the highest Oxy token count, probably. Maybe it's someone who's been lurking forever. You don't know Stern, actually. Damn it, I hate my English. I meant my dad. Don't see my brother. My dad hasn't seen my brother in over a year. I saw him last month. Oh, okay, okay. No worries, Mr. Cool. No worries. Let's see. Could be better. Got some conflicts with my family. Can at least be bitter. I know what they mean, right? But I'm comfy with my life. But it would be too comfy for me if they don't try to... If they don't try to help me. Yeah, that might be a communication thing. Do you feel like you've done everything in your power to communicate that? Properly, of course. That's a hard question for the record, because you have to actually do your best to think, have I made it clear that first of all, you're happy how you are, and second of all, that you don't actually want them to intervene? Those are actually two very hard things to convey. Stern has too many tokens, yes. Too many. Okay, alright, let's see. Where do we go? This way? Foo-foo. Other than that, I had a chemistry test on Monday and I aced it. Hell yeah, dude. Chemistry is a big deal, actually. What are they called? Math, physics, chemistry. There's a name for these. What is it for these types of classes? They're a big deal for life later on. Doesn't make any sense when you're younger, but it does as you grow older.
Oi!
I can give some examples here in a sec. You're Rafe Oslo. I'm looking for Skorda.
You are you? Well, who's asking?
Me?
Yeah, I heard he got jumped by mercenaries when he tried to go off-world.
Alright.
Happy to help. Skorda's a hero of mine. I owe everything I am today to him.
Alright, just tell me where he is, yeah?
Right. Last I saw, Skorda was talking to one of them weirdo cult recruiters in town. I gotta see one of them.
Oh, I gotcha, mate. Alright, sounds good. Alright, he fell for the act. You just gotta talk British with the Brits, guys. That's easy. Alright, let's see. Chemistry is cool. Breaking Bad is a show. Why? I suppose so. Alright, I'm gonna give you that much rental. I will say no more for those of you who haven't seen Breaking Bad. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, that is a phenomenal show. It is 6 seasons, I believe. So be ready for the binge. Let's see. I told them every time that if I want to make changes, I would do it already. But no, I need to move more, need to lose weight. Otherwise I die young, even though I already make my thoughts known. They're just trying to keep you around them for longer, to be fair, James. Obviously, they are right. If you exercise more, if you move around more, that does make you healthier and die later. But we've talked about this, and you're very adamant about not caring about when exactly you pass. So you have to be very clear about that, to be fair. And it's hard. I don't know whether... It really depends on the person, whether they're capable of accepting that. So kind of scared you're gonna have to communicate this forever, basically. I would be curious and interested in knowing why you feel that way about life, though. Obviously, you've told me about what happened with your wife / your girlfriend. But if you ever want to talk about it, send me a message on Discord. But it's definitely an interesting perspective to have, of course. I hate chemistry. I tried, trust me. So doing good is a big deal. Yeah, that is. Yes, it is. I'll give you some examples here in a sec. Some examples in a sec. So yeah, and I already don't like to be long with my parents and brother, even though I'd love to spend time with them. But this is killing it for me. This is what you should say to them. Like, exactly like that. You should say to them, I don't want to talk about these things, but I do want to hang out with you. That's a much better way of communicating that, probably. It's easy? I don't know. I feel like chemistry is pretty hard. What does Earl Nightingale say? Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. Hell yeah, I love this. This is something I've actually talked to quite a few of you guys about. Like sometimes when people are like, yo, Phacil, why don't you try this to grow your channel more? Why don't you try that? I usually explain to people I don't want to grow fast. So I grow or I don't grow, it's all irrelevant to me. I just want you guys to be happy. So whoever finds me and is happy that they found me, thank you so much for the compliment. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. Would love to hang out. Let me know what it is you like. I'm just trying to make people happy as well as I can. And if that's one person or 100 or 1,000 is irrelevant to me. It's about the quality. Because as Earl Nightingale says, time is going to pass regardless. And so let me give you guys the metaphor in terms of numbers. If I invite 10 people out to go do something and one person says, okay, sure. Then to me, it's like, great. And some people are like, yeah, but 9 said no. I'm like, yeah, but the one person I'm going to get to spend a lot of quality time with, which would be impossible if all 9 said yes. So that's a big deal, which is great. And then people are like, okay, so what if all 10 said yes? And I said, well, then we get to hang out, have a blast, and talk about superficial stuff, and then just chill, and everyone gets to hang out with each other. In both cases, I win. And then people are like, okay, Phacil, okay. But that is the reality of it. It's perspective. Oh yeah, guys. Definitely. Keep an eye on it. Let's see. Nitpicking is something that puts a wall between me and my family too. Yeah, probably a lot of people, unfortunately, Rental and James. I know they mean well, but the way they talk to me about it is like totally wrong. Yeah, it's exactly stuff like this you should say. It's hard to speak from the heart. Hard to speak from the heart. But that is definitely what you have to give them. And then probably over and over again. Just because it's such a heavy topic. Because it's your health, right? It's them basically saying we want you close to us, and you saying, well, the truth is I don't care how long I'm around. So it's, you have to be very open about that. To the best of your ability, in my opinion, of course. Alright, let's see.
I expected you. Sorry. Occupational hazard.
He squealed.
Well done. The cult in question is the Masquerade. Strange cult. Even stranger rituals. But why would Skorda be talking to them?
Oh no, what do we do?
Speak with one of their cult recruiters. See how far you can get by playing an eager.
I get
Their
it.
practices may seem...
I am literally the best undercover agent you could ask for, Too Fair. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. No matter how much I retort or mention, I don't want to hear this, they press further. Yeah, you have to be specific with communication like this, though. Until eventually everyone gets pissed off, or I leave the room. This is the communication aspect is really hard, guys. It's, in my opinion, the hardest thing on the planet for us as human beings is communicating properly with one another. So I gave you guys the example of the calamity, right? So the, you know, the accidental mom kill, if you will, or during the intro. The point is, communication is so incredibly difficult because what you're trying to convey is much harder to bring across than you might think. Because you might think, well, I said it, right? It's like, yeah, but the question is that what they heard? And those two are very, very different oftentimes. And so instead of saying, I don't want to talk about this, Rental, it's much better if you say, this topic is something that bothers me, and truthfully, it's not something I want to discuss. And then you could say, not now, not ever, or you could say, just not now, or maybe you could say, not with you guys, right? There's tons of ways for you to nuance it. The point is that if you, the phrase as you wrote it, I don't want to talk about this, has quite a bit of emotion embedded into it. And so oftentimes that just triggers more emotion. So people won't let it go. So these are fun communication techniques though. To be specific, to nuance, if you will. Would be my tip. Don't follow your dreams all the time. Just wait till dreams become tired. At that time is the best time to make your till your dreams become tired? What do you mean? I feel like you're just a smart kid, Mr. Cool. That's all it is. You can color with Hex? You've always been able to color... Oh, no, actually. Oh, you've been here for quite a while, Marcos. You've been able to color with Hex for like months now, to be fair. Marcos is like, what? No. Yes. Actually, yes. No, Phacil, you are lying. Nope. Definitely no. My hair is a common nitpick. and how I keep it. Every time I say that, I won't change it. Won't change how I style it. And then they try to mention how people prefer hair this way and that way. Yeah. Then you just say, I don't want to talk about this. And if it's a topic that they keep bringing up, the hair, because it's a superficial topic, right? It's not a profound topic. Then you can smush that pretty quick by simply saying, I don't agree with you guys. I don't care about other people's opinions like you do. And so therefore, that's the end of this debate. Right? So there's definitely some win to be had there. Little do they know I keep my hair as I do because Lucy likes it. Ah, compliments to Lucy. Lucy, say thank you. You have to have listened to the intro, Mr. Cole, to get it. What do you mean, no? Yes, Marquito. People are creatures of stamina, so dreams are gonna get tired. Then you make your move and make them real. It's an interesting interpretation. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I feel you though. I appreciate the input, James. Also, I can be specific. Let's see. As hell and or blunt, they will still act as if I said something as blanket covering as I don't want to talk. Then you definitely just keep walking away. Then you do it if you do it consistently enough, it'll work. Usually. So the moment they bring up your hair, like don't let it escalate. You just walk away right away. You're just like, alright, because you know where it's going, right? Your dreams become tired when you see a dude named Radekin. I turned Ukrainian for a sec. Radekin 36. That looks like wisdom doing a review on some product. I'm enjoying his videos, honestly. I love that you guys are making content. I'll admit. I went the wrong way. It's this way. Hello.
Shai-Hulud blesses me with your presence again.
Where's Masquerade?
And the coils of providence bring you to us. I am a Naib of the Masquerade. I am a teacher. I am a recruiter. We follow the holy tremis of Shai-Hulud as interpreted by our Sayadina Nala. We honor the tyrant worm by spilling our water.
Alright, where's Tigis Corda?
Oh yes, a promising convert. Come to our learning center in the Udum. You will find your friend, and perhaps enlightenment.
Yes, I will enlighten him. Alright. Back to Tufir. Oh, Tufi. Yeah, this is a very solid answer, of course. There's no way that's not a solid answer. Depending on how you use it as always, but we've talked about this, James. I appreciate, again, whenever you guys are honest and open with me. That's a big deal. I'm a random dude from the internet. So honesty and integrity is a big deal. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh man, I have 2 answers for this question today so quickly, but neither is for public speaking. Oh, so you can send it to me in Discord. We'll talk about it some other time. I won't talk about it on stream, of course. Let's see. Not until you leave anyway. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Rental. I betrayed trust. Alright, GG's. I'm sorry. Definitely not Canadian. I was kidding. Let's see. Tufir?
I expected you. Sorry.
It worked.
Occupational hazard. An impressive performance and a tidy report. I appreciate that. So many field agents are sloppy with their documentation.
Shall I go further?
I'm afraid there is no time to build a proper cover. Besides, I already have a hidden agent among the Masquerade.
What do I do?
You'll do what you do best.
Yes.
Attack swiftly and directly, and obtain what information you can. It seems we're not the only ones after Skorda.
Okay.
I received word that he tried to get off-world before talking to Oslo, but was attacked by 2 mercenaries. He made a daring escape.
Who did it?
Perhaps Harkonnen, perhaps someone else. Skorda may have joined the court for strange purposes, but I wager he wanted protection from his attackers.
What do I do?
Go to the learning center. Find Skorda or
I got
take all the...
I will do it. I will do it the easiest. We built too many walls and not enough bridges. Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Isaac Newton. That's how old that wisdom is, guys. My god. It's crazy how old that wisdom is. Also, for those of you that are going to get rich at some point in your life, remember, there's a phenomenal saying. If you ever get rich, guys, and some of you will, I guarantee it. If you ever get rich, remember it's going to be really easy for you, here it comes, to build a higher fence, but you should build a longer table instead. That's the metaphor. It's very easy for you to want to protect what's yours because you're so scared of losing it. But the reality of it is, for your sake, and funny enough, everyone else's too, it's a much better idea to share, not hoard. Let's see. Yeah, no worries. I think it's the most painful that it will ever be. Probably. It helped you grow though, right? And that alone is worth something. I appreciate you, Mr. Cool. Alright, where do we go? Where's the exit? Is it that way? I'm pretty sure it's that way. If you get rich, don't tell anyone until you know how to make it multiply. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't mean by fluke. I meant by effort. In theory, you'll be past that point. But fair point. Thank you. Yes, to the world map. I need to go to the Harkonnen spot as well. I think. Probably not, honestly. Fuel. If I get rich, everyone will know. It'll be obvious. I'm actually going to buy things. That's fair. Just remember, at some point, you're gonna run out of stuff to buy. And then people are like, that's a lot of money, Phacil. There's not very many. Yes, I know. I'm saying that happiness doesn't come from stuff. Take it from someone who's witnessed quite a bit of death. I've met a lot of people with a lot of stuff. Not so happy. Rental will buy me an ice cream van. Oh yeah, this would probably work, honestly. Not if you buy Warhammer. That's also true. You'll probably ditch all the money buying figurines. Fair point. I guess on the other stuff I have is I will go to an event called Japan Day. Is that a World War II thing? What is that? Warhammer 40k in debt, exactly. Let's see, where do we go? Center of Learning for Skorda. Oh, I need to question Elara Tuek. Pretty sure she's in the Harkonnen spot. Is she? Yes. Okay, we'll do that actually. I want the skill tree. I confirm. Question of the day. The last time we talked on Discord, I did tell you for a decision I had to make, a failure that led me to a decision I had to make. I don't feel like talking really much about it, even if it... Sorry. Need to wait for the second part. It's a bunch of different schools of different Japanese martial arts coming together to show off. Oh, cool! That sounds really cool, honestly. Very cool. Gotta launch myself out of bed before Lucy starts pushing me for being lazy. That is good. Good morning, I guess. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, actually. Good on you, Lucy, taking care of rental. To the Harko village. Even if it is less painful from what was cited before, it doesn't matter. Pain is not a comparison game, guys. It never is and never will be. If it's painful for you, it's painful for you. Sometimes people are like, oh yeah, well, that didn't hurt when I had it. It's like, oh, who gives a shit? Because it's not you. And it does hurt for that person. So sometimes when people say that, which is relatively often in a hospital, usually I just say, so why are you being such a dick to the other person? Right? And people were like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well, because it didn't hurt for you, it's not allowed to hurt for them. Is that what you're saying? And then people were like, wait. I was like, okay, I'll wait. And then people, okay, fair point, Phacil, fair point. So yeah. You can make it home before D&D. Oh yeah, that should be fun. We're playing D&D Sunday. I think we have maybe 1 spot or 2 spots. For those of you that enjoyed, Wisdom Thumbs, one of the viewers, he actually wrote a scenario for us, and I promised I would play, so I'm gonna be playing D&D Sunday. I won't stream it, just because I don't know how comfortable Wisdom and you guys are, but should be fun for me to do something without a camera on, huh? Although, to be fair, I don't really mind the camera. Sure, Rental, meet you at the corner. We're gonna ride the van. That sounds wrong. Okay, alright then. Okay, Elara Tuek. Objective? What do you mean objective? Objective? I go. Her? Probably her.
Oh, look. The kitten is back. Do we have business?
I have evidence you hired sandflies to harass Cern Varlin.
Easy, kitten. You ought to buy me a drink before opening with a crazy rant like that. Who did what to whom?
Stop calling me kid. I found the contract.
Oh, perhaps not so crazy after all. What would you like? A pat on the head?
Let's start with you telling me who wants Cern Varlin harassed.
I'm a professional intermediary. Even I do not know who hired me to arrange this. Now, you could escalate things, but no one would like the results of that, and you still wouldn't have answers. We could go through all that drama, or...
Or?
I could placate you by telling you exactly where to find the sandflies who did this, and you can wring what satisfaction you can from their necks.
Alright, I'm good.
I've marked the location on your sync chart. Their base is in...
Yeah, okay, right. You don't have to... Not interested. Alright. Asshole best kitten. Meow. Alright, every time Rental talks to him, I'm gonna say meow from now on. Alright, let's see. Where do we go from here? Here? Alright. Let's see. Other than that, question of the day, probably the death of my grandfathers. Their presence is missing, especially on family tables. Example, Easter and Christmas, which makes me wonder and think about life, I guess. Yeah. It's usually, it'll be something like that. A reminder that life is short, basically. It's always a very powerful, a very painful and powerful moment in one's life. Thank you for sharing, Marcos. I hope the... Actually, let me hit you with, what's his name? Andrew Garfield. I've mentioned this, I think, maybe once on stream. I love his take on grief, pain. Oh, thank you. Drink water, guys. He got asked how he deals with grief, with the grief of losing his mother. And so he said that he looks at grief as all the unexpressed love he never got to give them. Or her in his case, but in your case them. And I was like, that is such a good way to look at grief. It makes you appreciate the pain you feel. Because it's basically the emotion and love you had for them that you still carry with you. So it was such a good quote. I was like, wow. Well done, Mr. Garfield. Let's see. It's okay. Phacil short. Oh, sorry. Meow. Alright. Meow. Alright, let's see. I actually have cat ears from my brother. Okay, alright. This is a good quote by Jonathan Swift. exercise, stay healthy as well as you can if you're interested in aging gracefully, I believe is the term. Where do I go? Hello? Map? Alright. Is it here? No, it's behind the building. Honestly, best tactic of interrogation is silence. People want to get rid of pain, tend to speak, and for people, silence is pain for some reason. Oftentimes, yeah, but only if they have something to hide or something negative, to be fair. Usually... Hello? What the heck? I got a quest here. Usually, if someone is like lying to you or something, if you're just quiet, like they'll start stuttering and stuff. Because they'll be like, oh, they're on to me. The human conscience is phenomenal, honestly. Let's see. The loss of my grandfathers hit both sides of my family hard too, Marcos. Oh. Meow. And also, I hope you guys are okay, Rental. Not every man, though. I'm not the one in the quote. Exactly.
Oh, we meet again.
There's always exceptions.
The rhyme of your stride betrays you.
The rhyme of my stride? Alright, well...
Yes?
I did it. They have your sword. I know the location.
I see. Then I would like to amend our contract. Bring back my sword hilt. Do what you must to the sandflies.
Someone contracted them through Ilara Tuick. Don't you want to know who?
All that matters is the sword hilt. It's all I have left of my past. Please bring it to me. I will train you if you do.
Okay. Okay. I will. The more they want to hide it, the more they tend to speak. Yeah, it's fun, right? Human conscience. It's another one of those fun facts that the only animal on the planet that blushes is the human being, which is really fun to think about, because we blush usually when we're ashamed or when we have, you know, some sort of guilt, which is hilarious, right? Why would we give that away? That's how social we are as human beings.
Don't mind me, I'll
Our body
just
gives
be
it
moving
away.
along.
Wait, I wish to have a word.
With me? Well, what could I possibly know?
Where's the Bene Gesserit woman?
The Lady in Black? Wait, you've seen her too? I wasn't sure if she was real or if I dreamed of her.
She's real.
Sorry, I wasn't sure. I've been having problems remembering things.
Did you know her?
I'm not sure anyone really knows her. I've certainly tried. She's the most beguiling woman I've ever laid eyes upon.
Beguiling?
I espied her one day on the concourse and found myself following her back here.
Yeah, that sounds creepy.
She did not, but that didn't deter me. On the very first day, I pledged my life to serve her, if she would have me.
Eh?
She refused, of course, and sent me away with her powers, but again, I was not deterred. Each day,
needy.
I would come to find her, and each day, she would send me away.
Wait.
Yes, at least, I think so. I have been having trouble keeping it all clear. My mind isn't what it used to be. There have been others, too, looking for her.
Who was looking for her?
I don't know for sure who they are, but they were mercs. That much I know. There are enough of them around here. You might still be able to find them at Hanavar's.
Alright. Is Meow a new thing on the channel now? Meow. Let's see. I don't mind being the exception. Somebody has to, and it makes life more colorful. Well, that's not true. Not everyone has to. Thank you. Drink water, guys. But it does make life more colorful. You got that one. Drink water, guys. Younger me accepted their deaths before it even happened. Side effect is that the family thought I was silently grieving alone. I wasn't. That's fair. That's again a communication thing, to be fair, right? Getting communication down again is for those, especially for those of you who are min-maxers in games. Min-max communication, honestly. I've been min-maxing communication for 10 years. I still suck at it, but I've gotten better, and it's definitely the best thing I've invested time in, the best skill or whatever you want to call it that I've invested time into ever. You still need to make your character, make your D&D character. Bullshit, Mr. Cool. Let's see. Min-max luck and charisma, best build. Maybe. I suppose so. In real life, yes. Probably true, actually.
Help you with something?
Hello.
Buy me a spice ale and you can ask anything you want.
Spice ale?
Your choice, mate. But if you want to chat, you gotta grease the wheels.
Alright, I'll grease your wheels. Oi, lad. Where do I go from here? Let's see. A spice ale. I would like a spice ale. No. You.
Welcome back.
Spice ale. What? They don't have a spice ale. I'm assuming it's this. All right.
Back again? Time for a drink or what?
Yes.
Buy me a spot, cold and frosty, just how I like it. Now, said you had questions.
What's your story?
You know how it is. Mercenaries were like moths, drawn to whatever flaming hellhole burns the brightest.
You see a lot of action.
Some, but my crew don't like the desert or the heat. We'll probably finish up this one last job, then hop on the first transport off this rock.
Is there any chance you're looking for a Bene Gesserit?
You're well informed, aren't you? I should probably be suspicious. But honestly, I don't give a shit. We'll take whatever help we can get. Yeah, we're looking for a witch. She wasn't around when we came by, but if you have any information that would help, I can make it worthwhile.
Who hired you?
Nah, I don't mind if you ask. But it's gonna cost you a hell of a lot more than a beer for us to sell out our client.
How much?
More than you've got.
Oh. What'd she do?
I'm not at liberty to divulge details, but let's just say the sister owes some money to the kind of people who expect to be repaid.
I don't know anything.
Ah, no worries. We already know where she is. She's hiding out at the Udom. We've just got to go over there and scoop her up.
All right. Let's scoop. I do need to run an ad because people are going to get slapped with ads. Let's see. The only thing I regret is that I never managed to beat my grandpa in chess. Aww. Well, I guess he's going to have that on you forever. Which is okay, right? If the entire world was younger me, no one would be or have good friends. That's not true. And meow. Mind Goblin Warlock with a whip. With the okay, alright. Alright. You know, Phacil, why'd you write you like that? For your next game, once the Steam servers are back, you should play a 20E Metroidvania that was released today on stream. Okay, sounds good. I've never played Metroidvania. What is that? I don't know. Maybe. Sounds like a good idea. I'll be Shadow Monk. I'll be hidden in shadows doing the surprise factor. It was released today? It's a type of game? Okay. Alright, I'll look at it. Can you send it to me on Discord, Marcos? I'll look into it. Maybe I'll move Baldur's Gate. Sounds good. Alright guys, we do need to take a quick break because people are going to get slapped with ads. Thank you so much for hanging out. Glad that you guys are still doing well. Hope you guys are also healthy. For those of you that haven't talked about how you are health-wise, make sure you get enough rest. You know who I'm talking to. But if you don't, it's you. And so just to make sure everyone's on the same page here, we're gonna take a 5-minute break, guys, so I can run an ad, because if not, then people are gonna get interrupted during the stream, which is annoying, and I don't want anyone here to be annoyed. So I will catch you guys in 5 minutes. Get a drink, get a snack, move around, go to the bathroom. See you in 5. We're back. Alright, let's see. What do you mean put him through the pain? Is the Metroidvania game that hard? I don't know. I really enjoy difficult games, I'll be honest. I'm actually one of those people that enjoyed games like Elden Ring and stuff the first time you played it. I love it when games one-shot you, honestly. Makes you focus. Let's see. Oh, talking about Helldivers 2 not being optimized. Because of the engine. Well, I guess it's optimized for the engine they use, but it's a garbage engine apparently. Not a techie, so I'm not sure whether that's true, but that's what people say. I guess I leave, alright. I will leave. Yo, what's up, Krieg? How you doing, sir? How's life treating you? Stingray? I've never heard of that. I've heard of Unity and Unreal and I don't know what else. Let's see. You have food? Nice one, Renton. Very nice. Enjoy. Bon appetit. You got the ice cream van. Hell yeah. Get in there. Get some fuel. Get some fuel. The engine is okay, just the code that needs optimization. Okay. Well then, you can't really blame the engine for that then, right? So technically that means regardless of what engine they used, it would have been a problem. If I eat rice 90% of my diet, am I honorably an Asian? Well, that's such a weird question. But the answer, of course, is yes. Alright, let's see. Doing well, playing with stealth stuff. Not my deal. Yeah, definitely not my deal either. We're gonna find out. I'm pretty sure that stealth stuff is just tools I'm never gonna use. Unless it gets requested, but I pray it doesn't. Let's see. Storm. And then a bunch of quests. Alright. I guess we go here. Alright. Alright. Just a lot of talk about it on Helldivers 2, so trying to put my 2 cents in. Yeah, that's fair. I see that. Wait. Wait, why is everything blocked off? This is discovered already. What kind of bug is this? Alright. Let me go back to base really quick. Very weird. Let's go. And I did. Oh, meow. Meow, by the way. So when do I get the sorting hat to see which Asian country I'll be from? Asia is not Hogwarts, but I get you. So the answer's tomorrow. The reason that worm is trying to eat us. Opa. Do I need money? Maybe I get some money just to be safe. Nah, it's alright, we're fine. Probably don't need money. Alright. Let's see. Drop it. Drop it. Oh, I can see the map again. Alright. Weird bug averted. We will enter the sandfly base. Alrighty then. The opportunity. Oh crap! I missed it. Sun Tzu. No, Mr. Cool knows. What did Sun Tzu say? Celebratory putting sorting hat on Rental's head. Slytherin style. Alright. The storm is moving fast. Damn. Yes, it was. What's with these cannons? Can I do something to these cannons out of curiosity? This is new. I don't actually know what this is. What is this? I haven't reloaded this gun apparently. Hello? Hello?
Shields up. I require
No. What is this? What is here? Okay, okay. Oh. Really? I can... Oh, my bad. I thought I forgot the cutlery, but I didn't. Hello? Am I supposed to break this? I am. Whoa! What happened? Shade. Let's see. I could go for some lava chicken right now. What is that? Is that Korean? That sounds Korean. Plain white rice with nothing is something, alright. That's pretty... Plain white rice is tasty, but that's the Asian in me. The opportunity of defeating an enemy comes from the enemy himself. Yes! Hell yeah, Mr. Cool. That's a very Sun Tzu quote. Hot sauce chicken. Yes. Alright, so apparently I neutralized this, but I actually don't know what that does or whether it matters. But in each case, we can go here for now. Whee! Nope. Nope. How? Aye, goofies. Needed to hold it longer. Alright. Good to know. Get in there. Where's the quest again? Here. Yes. Orbital cannon neutralized indeed. Where's my hell bomb? Exactly what it is. You disabled the tractor beam on the Death Star. Exactly. That's exactly what it felt like. It was kind of easy though. Not gonna lie. Glad I saw you guys. It was fun. Gonna play some game myself. Have fun, James. Thank you for hanging out, bud. I appreciate you hanging out and talking, of course, and just conversing as usual. Thank you so much, bud. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Have a good Friday tomorrow, and see you tomorrow or Saturday. And if not, of course, have a good weekend. Let's see.
The Force can have a strong effect on the weak-minded.
True. Oh yes. I am here.
Identify yourself. Reveal yourself. Identify yourself. I need.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You have a good angle on me. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, Stern. Alrighty. Oh, plants, okay. Bullets. Whoa! Excuse me. I was looting your bodies. Alright, well, here's what it is. Beer! She had beer on her? What the heck? Alright then. Good to know. Alright, let's see. This water's ice cold. Feels like it's straight from the glaciers. Canadian water, hell yeah.
Honestly, I would be happy going around destroying these cannons, like an objective. Anyway, who's ready for a raffle?
Fair point. Raffles. Hello. I killed the leader. Alright. I found the hilt. Yes! Sword guide, train me. Hello? Okay. Alright. To the next quest. Although I'll probably go here, honestly. It's not too far. So what exactly are those cannons shooting at? Alright, let's see. Stern, we need you. Not because of your tokens. I feel like it's because of your tokens, Stern. I did have to reduce the amount of raffle input though. You guys filled up like 3 raffles in a stream. That scared me because I was like, oh snap, if they can do that, I'm in trouble. My bank account's gonna get wrecked. But I'll push it back up if it takes too long. So I'm trying to find a good middle ground. Woo! So give me a bit to practice with the oxy token percentage. Water temperature water is good to drink. Cold water is great to drink. Hot water is great to shower. Burning hot and freezing water are out of the question. What? No Wim Hof? You guys know who Wim Hof is? He's known as the Iceman. It's a Dutchie. Dude's a maniac. Swims in ice water. Dude is weird, honestly. He's gotten way too many people killed. Because people are like, if Wim can do it, I can do it.
It's okay. I'll spam TTS more often.
Okay, fair. That is very fair. Water temperature. You've never heard of water temperature water? Come on now. Come on. Everyone knows water temperature water.
The TTS map is real.
Who's that? Halt and identify.
Who's that?
Enemy spotted. Sunrise, help!
No. Oh, excuse me. Ah, come on, really? Burning. Whoa! I need to watch out. They do damage. Alright. Can somehow raise his temperature in freezing water. Basically, that's Mr. Hoff. Alright. I think some monks can do it. Probably. There's some interesting people out there, but they need to stop telling everyone that they can do it. Or at least train them more safely. Like, I know Krieg has these stories as well of people that are like, well, I thought it was a good idea. I saw this guy on YouTube. Yes, Krieg? Yes, confirm, please. It's like, it's not a good... it's not a good idea, guys. You can't just randomly imitate someone on YouTube. Unless the guy's name is Phacil and he's trying to get you guys to be positive, friendly, caring, and kind people, then definitely imitate. But other than that, it's a bad idea. Alright, that's really bad for the case I was trying to make, but never mind. It's alright. The wise warrior avoids the battle, Mr. Cool. Sun Tzu. Look at her, look at her, look at her. Whoa, what a 90-degree rotation. I don't have a good answer how they do this. Yeah, true. That is the unfortunate side effect. No one has a good answer. And they're like, well, you just breathe, silly, just breathe. This is fun fact, guys. If you're ever curious as to why frozen water is lethal for human beings, sometimes people are like, oh, it's just cold water, right? No. If you were to dive into frozen water with no practice, no training, basically the moment you hit the water, you would trigger. All right, let me rephrase it. Basically, it activates the vagal nerve first of all, and it triggers you to go into like a sleep mode, if you will. So you'd like your body would be like, oh, okay, time to sleep, which obviously is not very handy if you're underwater, right? So if you're ever like, so why is freezing water so dangerous? I can just swim, right? And it's just cold. It's a little bit more complicated, unfortunately. So yes, be very scared of frozen water. Got him. This guy saw where the bullet came from? No way. Alright, let's see. You parried her right in the face. I did. That's how you parry with style. Kimi Raikkonen, a Finnish popular ex-Formula 1 driver, bathes sometimes in some sort of tank that's filled with ice water. Yeah, this is they talk about lactic acid, I think is what it's called in English. But there's a lot of theory on whether hot or cold is good for you, whether you should do both. There's gonna be forever theory, and I can't find any actual consensus on it. So depending on how expensive your physiotherapist is, they'll tell you a different story. But long story short, I'm sure everything has ups and downs, so just no one knows, alright? Actually, Phacil, no one knows. Alright, grab the science, show me the science, and I will show you the flaw. Alright, let's see. Where do we go? We go here? Or we go there? Here. Let's see. Nice guild base, Phacil. If only I could play with you with your server in Sietch. Oh, you can, Rental. Thank you so much for asking that question and helping me advertise that we play on the Orion server. It's a European server. Sietch Umbu. You guys are welcome to join. More than welcome to join. You too, Rental. Of course. Is it this way? It is. All right. Ooh, no, no. Ow. That was weird. Ooh. Alright, definitely did not crash my plane into the side of a mountain. Didn't happen. Alright, we're good. I think I got it. They parry the water. Yeah, probably. Oh, this is an interesting one, actually. This statement is interesting. I know people that would say hard no here, and I also know people that would say hard yes. Ooh. What up? Was? Oh, we have... Okay, we have more yes than no. Alright, okay. Mammalian dive reflex? Is that what it's called? I've never heard of that. I like it. Okay, so we have more yes than no. I like it. I'm pretty sure that's more optimistic than pessimistic. I am also a hard yes. I also know people that are like, alright, Phacil, and then they hit you with like the most brutal life story of a human being ever, and then you're like, okay, alright, fair, right? I'm like, technically it's a learning moment, But you could argue, was that really necessary? And so, yes and no, of course. Yes and no. Get parried. Scrub-a-dub. Phacil is trying to tell everyone to dunk me in freezing water to put me to bed. If they take you right out of it right afterwards, then probably. My blessing. You have my blessing. Let's see. Every is a lot. Yeah, probably. I would still say yes though. Honestly. Even if you were to say every, I would still say yes. I think if you take any moment life throws at you, no matter how good or how bad, and you take it and you do your best to find the learning moment, you will find the learning moment. But of course, again, it's hard to debate whether what you learned was worth that experience, but I guess that's a different debate altogether, right? Well, excuse me. See? Alright. A moment isn't long. It's no greater than an hour. Oh no, a semantic debate as to what a moment actually is. I don't know. That's difficult. Wait, where's the band? Hey, it's Sturdy Boy. What's up, Sturdy Boy? How are you doing? Nice stash. Nice stash. Yes, sir. He just rocks? What do you mean rocks? Rocks. You just said rocks. Rocks are up. Okay, rocks are up. Okay. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Some Guy Gaming? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. How's life treating you, sir? Nice to meet you and your viewers as well, of course. Let's see. Oh no, this is a nurse thing. NTLEX. A question that uses always and never is usually false. That's probably true. These semantic debates, man. You guys get me with the semantics every time. Let's see. Where do we go? Where the heck is this? It's downstairs? The thing says it's downstairs. Probably this way. Is it this way? Oh. Where do we go? Be sure to check out his stream, guys. Hit him with a follow. It helps out quite a bit. So twitch.tv/someguygaming420. Hey, what's up, some guy? How you doing? Or guy? I'm gonna call you guy. I feel like some guy is a little bit weird to say. Doing good. Hope you are too. You were the first channel to raid me. Oh, I appreciate you, man. No worries. Hope you're doing well. How's life? Wait, were you playing Doom? I think you were playing Doom when I raided you. I'm trying to think. The band is here. Okay, I'm coming, Stern. I'm coming. Where's the band? On my way. Stern knows he needs to take care of me. Carry me, Papa. Stern. I'm coming. Let's see. Won't ever forget. No worries, man. I'm always telling my viewers that being kind to people is not as hard as the world makes it out to be. So I do my best to raid. I haven't raided in a while. Well, that's mostly because I had really good reasons. Because my girlfriend's pregnant of our third baby, and long story short, busy life. But honestly, I should raid more. It's a really good habit. See, guys, now there's proof. Some guy actually enjoyed it, which sounds weird, but it's actually an individual. Let's see. How did we go into lobotomies? All right, dude, calm down. Calm down. All right, how's Dune Awakening? I don't know what I was playing. Oh, no worries. Oh, you're playing Bellatra. Okay, all right. Ah, okay. Yeah, Dune is fine. Dune is great, honestly. I'll be honest. In my opinion, Dune's amazing. It has a lot of potential. I've been playing this game forever because I just chill through games. but there's a lot to be done still. But I'm gonna try to variety stream a bit more starting this week. So I've been playing Dune pretty consistently for like a couple months now. But I feel like it's time for a new era. So tomorrow's Baldur's Gate. But maybe Metroidvania, which is what the viewers are asking for. Alright, I found the band. Stern. Stern. Where's the door? Stern? Oh, Stern went that way. I'm coming. Alright, let's see. Alright. Let's see. How are you doing, Ariadna? Wait, where did... Oh, there she is. How are you doing? How's life treating you? Stern, shoot him in the face, dude. Oh, I missed. 1, 2, alright. Stern just left this dude alive. Shoot. The back of the head. Oh yeah. Front of face. Look at him go. Get him, Stern. Why you no shoot him back of the head for? How's life treating you, Ariadna? Wait, is the quest item here? It is. It's this thing.
This latest group of pilgrims includes many promising initiates. Truly many see the hand of God in the green growing things that flourish in the Udam. Those who show less zeal have regrettably been turned over to the adepts for more rigorous instruction. In particular, one recently recruited brother professed appropriate devotion and revealed to us his past as a house trooper. When tested, he demonstrated superior fighting skills and indicated that he could be of use training our militant adepts. I'm certain Shai Halud has led this righteous warrior to us for the good of the faith. I sent him on to the testing station to report to Naib Jorba.
Okay, alright. Alright, time for the testing station. Let's see... It's only the most wishlisted. I'm an old dude, Mr. Cole, don't play me like this. I don't know what Metroidvania is, dude. I don't know. Oh, I'm way. It's over here, apparently. What? Is it? Wait, where is it? Alright. Alright, let's see. Rental's joining the game. Okay, fun's over, guys. Pack it up. Rental. Not true, not true. How was your stream, by the way, some guy? If you're still there. I'm assuming you're doing post-stream stuff, so no worries, man. Stay focused. Stay on the grind. How's your streaming going also, if you're still there? Doing pretty well. First few days of college. Oh, congrats. Flexed my English skills notably, and also I've acquired estrogen and gonna pick syringes up tomorrow and do my first. Oh, that's awesome. Sounds like you're at a good moment in your life, a good stage, a good chapter. Not sure how to summarize that, but sounds wonderful. And yeah, your English is phenomenal, so that should be a big deal. Being bilingual or trilingual or whatever, however many languages you speak is a big deal in life. I grew up speaking Spanish and English fluently and Dutch, and I always was like, I never realized how big of a deal it was until I went into like my professional career, and I was like, oh, okay, so apparently this matters. And then people were like, well, yeah, and I was like, okay, all right, I didn't know that. So if you're someone who likes languages, be sure to pick up any type of language learning app. Definitely good to devote your time to something productive. So replace doom scrolling with learning a language, and that's gonna be a big deal for you. That's actually a fun fact. I heard the guy that made Duolingo say this. He said what he wanted to do was make an app that would help.
You've entered Desert Botanical Testing Station.
That would help poor people to get a higher income. And so he started doing his research as to what actually would give people the most benefit financially to learn in life across the planet. And you may think it's like, you know, architecture or accountancy or, you know, law or stuff like that. But the answer is actually English. when people learned English, like their money went up gigantically. It's insane. So that's a really fun fact. Let's see. The game was delayed for 7 years because it was too much fun to develop. That's a very interesting. That's a very interesting thing for a game developer to say. To be fair, maybe not. I don't know. That's interesting. Excuse me. All right. No. Get parried. Scrub it up. No. Oh no, triple miss. Not ready for D10 in Helldivers 2. Oh, come on. 1 second. Alright, time to cheat. Whoa. Whoa. Where is he? There he is. Alright, we good. You are speaking magic words. You can do this. Parlez-vous Canadien? What do you mean reload? Let's see. Stream was good, getting closer and closer to Masters in Street Fighter and sub 5 and getting over it. Whoa. Actually, I have a couple guys in here that play Street Fighter. That's awesome, dude. Well, it's been forever since I played a fighter game. I think it was... I probably played Tekken last. Maybe it was Street Fighter though. Probably Tekken. I enjoyed both, to be fair. Let's see. Consumed by the... I don't know what the Uma game is. I don't know what that is. What is Uma? Someone help. One of you guys has to know what Uma is. I will probably learn a third language eventually. I don't know which one. Depends where I can manage to go from Russia. Spanish is probably smart. Or Chinese if you really want to put in effort. But I would say Spanish. Probably biased though. Probably very biased. Whoa. Whoa. What? That guy really did damage. I missed too much. Stop missing. I need to practice my aim for Helldivers again. This is gonna be rough. Alright. What is this? I don't know what that means. Oh, Lucy. Lucy will explain it to me. Depends where you want to go next. Mandarin is a great choice. Oh yeah, sorry, Mandarin. I said Chinese, but it's Mandarin. Is Street Fighter that one game that is like Mortal Kombat but gets most of the audience from Gooners? Probably no. Maybe yes. It's a horse racing game. Basically, Chaos Garden from Sonic. I don't recommend. Okay, alright. Okay, so you're not the only one that's played this. Alright, good to know. So what exactly do you do if it's just a horse racing game? Everyone says Uma Musume is addicting, but thankfully it has entirely failed to capture a single bit of my attention when I tried to get into it. Okay. Sounds interesting at least. But if it's just horse racing, I don't know. I feel like I'm too old for that type of stuff, but maybe I'm not actually. Who knows? Just use Purifier. Aiming is not mandatory. Okay, Craig, you don't need to be like this. You don't need to be like this. Stop hating on the Purifier, Mr. Blitzer. Helldivers 2 references. It's a horse racing game, but the horses, in quotation marks, are anime girls. That's really dubious. Okay, what? That is dubious as crap, right? Unfortunately, I can't watch a trailer because apparently that demonetizes stuff. But since I don't really care about the money, I will look at a trailer at the end here once we go into chill mode. Where is the band? I just want to get through this door. Where's the band? Give band. What's the quote? That's it. Mr. Cool Wisdom in the house. Yeah, damn right. Get a horse, you keep clicking 1 of 5 trainings, micromanage energy and min-max your stats is the gameplay. It's just clicking. Okay, alright. I can see where that's time consuming, to be fair. That reminds me of like old school web browser games where... Okay, alright, maybe I don't do this. This is gonna show age really hardcore, but... Being a 35-year-old, web browser games used to be the crap. Absolutely, but... Very big but. It really wasn't that impressive. I had to say it out loud. I didn't want to. Alright. Mandarin definitely can't work because going to China wouldn't really be an upgrade. Fair point. Fair point. Do Spanish then. Because English and Spanish are going to cover just about everything in the West, Ariadna. Just about everything, actually. How do I get to my objective? Hello. Whoa. Whoa. All right. Good. Good. Did it. Objective, please. No. I parry. Drink. Oh, there we go. I left out the anime girl part. Yes, you did. Something tells me that was a little bit more conscious than you're making it out to be, some guy. No worries, though. No worries, no one's judging. Except for everyone. But not me, though. Because I believe everyone has a right to be happy. Yes, sir. No matter how weird the fetish, it's all okay. Aiming not needed with Blitzer either. You're just a hater. Okay, alright. Okay, Craig, fair. Spanish is a solid option. I would say French too, but it's whatever. Yeah, I would go Spanish, honestly. Also because it's, in my opinion, a relatively easy language to learn. Especially coming from English. I think grammar-wise and stuff, it's decent. Learn Klingon. Alright, man. Alright. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Most optimal countries are Nordic, Spain, Canada. Canada you can already do with English. Just stay away from Quebec, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, Spanish gives you basically all of South America as well. But arguably the United States, although I'm not sure if I can still say this, but arguably the United States is a smart target if you're looking to move abroad. But in my opinion, and this is definitely biased, the Dutchies are still doing amazing despite the state of the world. Random dude. Whoa! Give us your water. Here's your water. Hello? Alright. Hello. Lab. Alright. Go this way. Spanish does definitely seem to be the best pick, with Spain being additionally easier to immigrate to than a lot of other countries. That is also true. That is a fair point, actually. Yep. Oh, for the record, I was speaking about the whole anime girl horse thing, guys. Just so that's clear. Everyone is allowed to do what they want to do, to play what they want to play. No judgments. I felt like it was good to nuance that for people that don't know me well enough. Judging is actually a very dumb thing to do. It's your brain being lazy. Because if you take the time to get to know anyone, you'll realize everyone's decent. And maybe they've done some dubious stuff. But if you get to know them, more often than not, you'll understand where that happened. How that happened. Where do I go? Further down? Okay. Let's see. So like, I want to at least go to Kazakhstan right after college because straight jumping into the good country seems hard. And if I do, I want to learn Kazakh for sure. Why would that be hard? Do you think, Ariadna? Come to France, there are laws to protect you here. Also, half true, probably? Stuff, statements like that are always half true, to be fair. The Netherlands is amazing, but hard to get into, to be fair. Okay. I need to go this way. Got it.
I received your message regarding our ailing and absent brother. You say you found the name Skorda amid his abandoned personal effects. I wonder why he chose to hide it from us. It saddens me that he has fled from his holy duty to train our militant adepts. But if he has grown as ill as you say, then he is a threat to us all. I want no sickness near my person. Is not my personal health and well-being vital to the faith? No doubt he has learned of this commandment and fled to save his life. A sad breach of faith. Take your adepts and hunt him down. One of our watchers saw him fleeing to the northwest. He cannot have gotten far in such a state. Find him, kill him, and burn the remains.
Okay.
Do not risk close contact.
I will not risk close contact. I got you. Alright. I do need to go back to base first. Because I have no backspace. Royal Blue. I want to rebrand to Royal Blue, honestly. Quite enjoying this blue. Let's see. I would agree, except I don't know what FW means. I'm so old. The pony stuff. Game got me. Then one character got my attention, wanted to know more about the character. Ended up on a self-worth train about rivals. Okay. Motivation, self-worth, and mental blocks. New to Uma, never watched the show or knew it before a month ago. Okay. No, you did. You did get Lucy's permission. You said she was okay with it. Oh, you enjoyed the movie? Okay. Now let me write that down. Uma movie? Uma Musume? That's how you guys wrote it? Movie? I wrote it down. The good countries are harder to get into because you need more money to like move there or even get a visa. If I recall correctly, the amount of money you need to have in your bank account to get a Dutch visa is straight astronomical from Russian perspective. Is it? What is it? What's the number? I'm kind of curious now. I don't remember that, to be fair. I don't remember there being a number, I mean. I've had family members from Colombia move over. It's probably different because we were already here, but I'm curious what that number is. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I am positive towards. Much appreciated for the slang translation, Ariadna. 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you is good, I heard. That's a movie? Okay. That sounds hilarious. Alright. Let me get out of here, please, game. I just want to go back to base. How do I get? Not that side? Probably this side? Yeah, this side, alright. Okay. Good.
You've entered Desert Botanical Testing Station.
No. Supreme excellence. Wow, it's a lot of Sun Tzu quotes today. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. A lot of this wisdom is true for business as well, I feel. I feel like if you get to a point mentally where you realize that head-on confrontation is rarely the right strategy, that saves you a lot of time and energy. And of course nets you a lot of reward. Sun Tzu is crazy wise. That's insane. I guess there's a reason people quote it so much. Fair point, Mr. Tzu. Just want to go back to base. Hello, base? Base? Base. Base. Oh yes, drink water, guys. Talking about the whole making a joke about the when I made a joke about the whole anime girls being horses thing. What I mean is, I've actually let me zoom out even a bit further. The concept of dehumanizing one another is something we should really strive to get rid of as human beings. So what I mean by dehumanizing is whenever someone passes judgment, so that's you guys as well for the record, and me as well, that's our brain being lazy. It's our brain saying, you know, there's probably a deeper story here, but if we're gonna invest into that, that's gonna cost a lot of energy, and if we waste that energy, we might starve to death. So just don't, just judge, right? And so if you take that as true, which I think it is for the record, if you take that concept as true, then you realize, okay, but then what is the biggest problem there, right? What is the biggest caveat? And the biggest caveat to efficiency, which I guess is what we should call this, to our brain's efficiency strategy, is that we run into this whole other people are NPCs mentality. And they're not. They never have been and they never will be. And so I may not agree with stuff, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that from my perspective, from where I'm looking, from where I am standing, it doesn't make sense to me. And so that's why I always say to people, look, you may do some stuff, say some stuff, feel some stuff that I completely disagree with. I will, however, instead of passing judgment, ask you the question, why? Why is this so important to you? Why do you like this so much? Why do you care about it? And in doing so, I have to, of course, actually care about the answer. And if you care about the answer, really cool stuff happens. This is the concept of empathy I'm describing here. Because I get to understand who you are as a person, why you are that person. And then, usually from that point on, I can say, okay, I guess that makes sense then. Then I get everything else. So I don't have to agree with it then either, but at least I understand. So those are very cool things to keep in the back of your mind whenever you pass judgment, guys. Ooh, am I out of batteries? I am out of batteries. Let's see, this. Bandages, okay. Can't find at all what I was remembering with the visa. Maybe I misremembered or was misinformed. No worries. What I remembered is like having a lot of money in your bank account is necessary to get a visa. But maybe that wasn't for a visa, but for some residence permit. Maybe. I don't actually know. That's why I'm curious. You can probably chat GPT that stuff nowadays, since the government websites are usually pretty well documented. Melange spiced beer. Dropping all the stuff. Okay. Yes. Oh. Only practice safe consensual dehumanization of other people in a controlled environment. Alright. Maybe just don't. I like the quote though. I do like the quotes, but the answer is no. Just don't. What is this? Scout ornithopter stuff. Alright. Scout ornithopter. Probably just dismantle the suspensor belts. This is very blue, Marquitos. This is very, very blue. I will admit I like the royal blue more, but I see where you're going. I think. This is very blue. Dabudi dabuda. What are D cells? What does that mean? I feel like I fell for something. Did he just trap me? Did Krieg just trap me? Yes, yes, yes. Scout ornithopter stuff? Yes. I don't actually have these engines. Wow, that's dope. I didn't have these engines. Good to know. Oh, I forgot where I left these. Where did I leave the particle stuff? Probably the motorcycles? Probably. Here, here. There it is. Alright. Good. We are empty in bags again. Doing good. Questing is going well. Batteries? Okay. In the US, we have AA, AAA, C, and D cells most commonly for small electronics. I think it's the same here. It's mostly AA's and AAA's. We don't have too many C or D cells. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Not 100%, but it's definitely mostly AA and AAA. We go here. Go. There's 2 contracts here. Okay. Okay. We go. Seems permanent residence permits have an income requirement significantly higher than Russian wages, but also supposedly if one is applying for a residence permit, they've already been in the country for some while for some reason. I've probably been working with the country's wages. That would make sense, right? For you to already be here when you apply for it. That's interesting though, honestly. Belgium is also a fine country to go to. There's tons of European countries that are probably less strict. Luxembourg, I believe, is very wealthy as well as a country. I don't know how hard Luxembourg would be to get into though. But shoot for the sky, right? Or aim for the stars. I don't know what the actual metaphor is in English, but dream big. That is always good advice. That's not true, Phacil. What if someone's not capable of... Let them find out that they're not capable of it. But at the very least, reach as high as you can reach. Because most likely, you are capable of reaching higher heights than you think you can. So, in quotation marks, be realistic is not good advice ever. It's be as optimistic and dream as big as you can dream always. And be happy with where you get to, even if it's not where you hoped you would get. That is the best advice. Aim really high, aim for that A+++, and then if you get an A-, be really happy. Because if someone asked you beforehand whether you thought you were getting an A minus or a B or a C, you probably would have said a B or a C. That's how that works. Success on the outside means nothing unless you have it within. Yes. Easy quotes. So, care less about what other people think and say. This is my interpretation of that. Where do we go? Opa. Here? It's upstairs. It's upstairs, but I need to take a break. Switzerland. Yeah, Switzerland is very high quality of life, but it's German or French, I think. Maybe they're probably good on English as well, honestly. I don't know. I'd have to ask. I think I know one person from Switzerland, but I'm pretty sure it's German or French mostly. Alright, let me answer chat a bit and then we take a break again. If you get the most happiness from completing things, dream small. No, okay, let me nuance. Okay, let me nuance. This is important. When I say reach as high as you can reach and dream as big as you can dream, because you're probably not going to hit that dream, but you'll be very, very happy where you are once you decide to reflect. And what I mean by that is if you aimed for a 10 out of 10, right? Then you'll probably hit a 9 or an 8. But if I ask you, hey, what do you think you're capable of? You'll probably say maybe a 6 or a 7, okay? And so the reason why I say this so confidently is because it rewires your whole brain in thinking. And so Rental makes a good point here. She says, if you get the most happiness from completing things, dream small. And so this is where we turn into practicality. And so I'll explain why I half agree. When it comes to long-term goals, I feel like your dream should be so big, it should be outlandish, like preposterous. Like if you say it to your friends and your family, they should laugh at you. That's how big your dream should be. The point is that once you have your dream, it has to be something you want really badly, of course. Once you have it and you lock into it, it's at that point where I go into rental strategy, which is you can't be like, okay, tomorrow I want to be, a 10 out of 10. Okay, we'll continue down this metaphor. That's not going to work that way. There's no way in hell tomorrow you're suddenly a 10 out of 10, okay? So what you need to do, if you're a 4 or a 3 or a 2 or a 5, it doesn't matter, wherever you are, what you need to do is how do I get, let's say you're a 5, how do I get from 5 to 5.5 or 5.2 even? Because if you think like that, then you're getting the idea, you're getting the gist, which is basically really simple. You can't get from 5 to 10. That's an impossible jump for anyone. But you can get from 5 to 5.2. Maybe it's too big still, go to 5.1. Maybe it's too small, go to 5.4. But once you start reasoning like that, it gets much better. And so this is true for everyone and everything, guys. For me as a nurse, for me as a content creator, I'll give you guys a short scoop on how I made videos. The first time I made a video, I had never made a video in my life, right? Okay, I'm a guy that never touched Facebook or Instagram, stuff like that. I got into content creation, as some of you guys already know, because Sakura said that he felt like it's something that would be good for people. Alert. A large sandstorm because he enjoys my influence as a friend. And so I said, sure. So the first time I made a video, I was like, I don't know where to start. I've never heard of any programs. I've never heard of what is a good way to make a video? How long should a video be? What should I do? I have no idea how to start. And so I didn't say, okay, starting tomorrow, I'm going to have the best videos ever. I said to myself, tomorrow, I'm going to have at least 2 different programs that I looked into that can be used for video editing. And that's how I did it. So I went step by step. And so I went into a program. I was like, okay, well, this looks okay. And then I said, the day after, I'm going to edit at least 30 seconds of footage. And by edit, I mean, I'm going to narrate it. And so there you go, got another step. So I opened the program, I uploaded the video. I was like, okay, now I need to speak into a microphone for 30 seconds, which was weird, really weird to me, okay? And so I was like, all right.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I just went step by step. I went 5.1, 5.2, 5.3. And this is the point where Rental's right. But this is a very, very big deal. The goal still needs to be, which it is for me as well still, I want to make the videos as good as I can get them. So the 10 out of 10. And then for me specifically, that means whenever anyone sees any of my videos, I want them to be captivated with the idea of what it is I'm trying to bring across, which is be happy, be kind, be caring, life is short, stop giving a crap about what other people think of you. Done. That's it. If you ask me, that's the secret to life. There's nothing more complicated past this. I'm an ICU nurse. I worked all through COVID. I watched way too many people die. I've held way too many hands of people dying. I've gotten way too many hugs from random family members whose family members were dying. And so the summary of that is basically what I'm trying to give. And so I can't mix and match those two
A large
overnight.
sandstorm is approaching.
I can't just overnight make the best video ever. And so that's why it's step by step. Now I have Krieg and Connor helping out with videos, which is a really big deal to me. And so these are all little tiny steps as to getting into the process, into the flow of content creating. And so this to me is my advice to you. If you have a goal, make sure that you aim for that 10 out of 10, always. Even if you're like, that's impossible for me, it doesn't matter. Aim for the 10 out of 10, okay? And then once you get to a point mentally where you're like, okay, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, then you go back to, okay, where am I? Am I a 4? Am I a 5? And then you go step by step. So don't make the step too big. And that'll keep you in the game, basically, if you ask me. All right, let's see. Keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Casey Chasm, I like it. Yeah, that's the one. All right, let me copy paste this. Thank you, Krieg. Let's see. Optimize your happiness for yourself. What others find pleasing will not be the same as you. Exactly. Exactly. Time to teach. Enjoy, man. Enjoy, Stern. Bon appetit. Let's see. I don't think clip is saving enough footage. Just saying. Okay, alright. I will expand that. Let me fix that right away, actually. And then we take a break. Settings. Output this. Okay. I made it save 3 minutes, Craig. It's saving 3 minutes now. The text still says 60, but it's 3 minutes now. Definitely not 3-hour clips, but I appreciate it, Rental. You know you can detect when you aren't talking and play music. Is there a way to decrease game audio somewhat that is recording so that you stop getting weather alerts in the middle of the thing? Yeah, that is a fair point. I need to do that. Let me write that down. Reduce game audio when chatting. Also. Perfect. Thank you, Craig. Good feedback. Alright. Rest well, Marcos. Thank you so much. We're about to take a break. I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you're doing well, but Kalispera. Good night, man. Hope you are content with your choices in life, with the stuff you talked about on Discord privately. Alright, guys. Take a 5-minute break. We need to take a break because people are getting hit with ads. So I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Get a drink, get a snack. And for those of you bouncing out because you're tired, etc., have a good evening. Have a good rest of your week. And for those of you who aren't, I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Bye-bye. Alright, we're back. Why is the Swiss flag a health pack? That is a good question. Why is it? Good find, good find. Good find indeed. What the heck? Talking about moving from a 5.1 to a 5.2. So basically trying to... So set your sights on becoming a 10 out of 10 at whatever you do. But then accept if you're a 5 and figure out how to get from a 5 to a 5.2. The other day, I was talking to a friend who's also a gamer. I was telling them about the red list, green list. I probably should talk about that first before I go down this storyline. For those of you that weren't here, red list, green list is a concept I use. Oh, one sec. It's a concept I use in order to make sure I stay productive. And what I mean by stay productive is if okay, so I'm a dad, I have 2 kids, almost 3 kids, I'm a nurse, then I have a podcast, I have this YouTube channel, so there's a bunch of stuff on my list, and I do my best to make sure I keep my priorities straight, which is my family and, believe it or not, you guys. And so let me explain. Red list, green list is, let's say I have stuff to do, okay? Let's say I have, I need to do the dishes, I need to teach my daughter something about a specific topic because she's going to school now. I want my son to be more potty trained, and then my girlfriend deserves some attention as well. So there's all these things on the list, okay? But then there's also, there's a new Netflix show that I want to watch, and one of you guys recommended an anime I should watch. Okay, also more stuff to do. Okay, so all of it is to do stuff. What I do is I make 2 lists. I call them red list, green list, but you can call them whatever you want. But I put them on a list depending on where it is in regards to my priorities. And for me, my priority is living a good life, and which means taking care of as many people as I can, as well as I can. Okay? So stuff like teaching my daughter how to be a decent human being goes on, of course, it goes on the red list, okay? Which is the stuff I will do first. The red being the color for danger, if you will, on average. And so all of the really, really important stuff goes red list, okay? Just because it's really, really important. And oftentimes things like chores and stuff, if I don't do the chores, the house will fall apart. And so the chores are also red list. It needs to happen. And unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that's on there, I don't feel like doing. So I get lucky with, teaching my daughter stuff because it's red list, but it's also stuff I enjoy doing. But for example, doing chores, I'm like, chores, right? And so chores for me, they're red list because I don't feel like doing them. Now, stuff like watching an anime, etc., I feel like doing, so I put them on a green list. Now, once I have those 2 lists, I just make sure that I never ever touch the green list until I finish the red one. So red is everything that needs to happen, including the stuff I don't feel like doing. Okay? And so green is everything that I would love to do. Okay? And so if you split those 2 up, I just never touch green until I'm done with red. Which is why it's been 3 months, but I haven't played Helldivers. I really wanted to. I've seen how you guys talk about it in the Discord. But every time I sit down behind my PC, there's a little voice that says, oh, you could play Helldivers right now. But there's also a voice that says, you could also figure out how to make better videos to spread your message. You see? And I remind myself, because I really want to listen to the Helldivers voice, I remind myself, red list, green list, man. Red list, green list. Okay? And so this is how I make sure I move from being a 5 to a 5.2. So for you guys, the same tip, guys. Let me answer chat really quick, and then I'll continue where I was going with this red list, green list. Improving by 1% more each day for 365 days results in a total improvement of approximately 37 times, or 3,000. Yeah, there you go. More than your starting point due to the power of compound growth. Exactly. This is what 1% does. Good thing to know, guys. Thank you for that, Creek. Sleeping is on the green list. All right. It's red list, damn it, Rental. Hey, what's up, Chicky Donnie Hugh? Question of the day, my car accident that hurt my back. You feel like it empowered you? That's nice, honestly. You grew a lot as a person. What a wonderful perspective. Thank you so much for sharing that, Chicky Donahue. How's your week, man? Alright, let me finish the talk I was having with my friend, who's also a gamer, who knew about the red list, green list thing. I explained, sometimes people are like, so how do you get yourself to do the red list? Right? Because that's what he said. He was like, you know how hard it is for me? Like, if I make a red list and a green list, you know how hard it is for me, Phacil, to just do the red list? And I go, there's actually a very fun life hack for this, in my opinion, and you should try this. Definitely don't believe what I'm about to say. Try it for yourself. Basically, the dopamine receptors in our brain, so the thing that gives us pleasure, if you ask me, this is the gaming metaphor I used for him, because he's an RPG player, I said, consider that your mana, okay? So I said, think about it like this. Whenever you're like doom scrolling or you're smoking or you're drinking alcohol, all of these things that give us dopamine, basically you fill your body with dopamine and then all of these receptors, they get taken. So you lose your mana, okay? And so now, let's say you stop doom scrolling and you're like, oh, I still need to do this really important thing. There's no way in hell you're going to be able to do it because you have no mana, okay? You spent all your mana doing all the dumb stuff, all the green list stuff, okay? And so I said, if you have anything you do that gets you dopamine, so long story short, if I ask you guys, what do you do if you're bored out of your mind just sitting at home, right? And this includes, of course, sexual acts, etc. Everything that gives you dopamine. If you want to be someone that becomes really productive, believe it or not, the answer is really simple. You just stop doing all the stuff that gives you dopamine. And you understand that that's hard to do, okay? And once you get to a point where you're like, I'm losing my mind, I just want to do something that gives me dopamine, because that's what your brain is going to say to you. That's what it's going to force on you. That's when you pick up the red list. Because normally doing the dishes might feel like a horrible chore, but if you drained yourself from dopamine, because you stopped doom scrolling, you stopped gaming, you stopped drinking alcohol, you stopped, I don't know, eating junk food, you stopped, you name it. If you stop doing all of those things, there's no more dopamine. So now, doing the dishes, which gives you a little bit of dopamine, is going to feel amazing. Absolutely amazing. So the same thing that you used to hate is going to feel amazing because you have mana. Okay? So I said this to a couple co-workers at my last gig, and they were like, that's insane. They tried it. They were like, that's insane. I was like, no, it's not. The science is very clear, guys. Phones and alcohol and gambling and addiction are bad for you. Who knew, right? Surprise, surprise. Let's see. My bad, just jumped in. No worries, Chicky Donahue. I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing, man, as always. Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow, Chicky Donahue. Unless maybe I go into a Metroidvania game, but I feel like it's Baldur's Gate 3. I'll look into how many big streamers are playing it, but if there's tons of big streamers playing it, I'll probably just Baldur's Gate 3. I don't wanna jump onto a wave that soon, if you will. Been playing the new Helldiver stuff, hunted some worms with the boys. Nice! It's hard apparently, right? And when in doubt, make another red list, green list for the red list. For the red list, for the list, for the red list. Okay, alright. Yeah, definitely don't do this, but I got you. Gambling can be good for you if you win though. No, it can't. There's a fun study on this. Let me talk about that.
Your arrival is propitious and gratefully received.
Propitious?
These syndicate hardmen have harassed me across many systems.
What the hell does propitious mean? Hell?
It is very good that you have eradicated them at last. You have my gratitude.
Are you hurt?
No, I am annoyed. The only reason I came to this rad-blasted hellscape was to consult some wall-hewn Kunil script in a nearby cave.
What did the script say?
Regrettably, I cannot tell you. It has been defaced with laser fire. Someone took it upon themselves to destroy centuries-old Zensuni writing by scoring a disproportionately rendered phallus on the wall.
Sounds like something you guys would do.
Very good.
I have the book you wanted.
It is well that both of us have not wasted our time. But you must retain the book
lovingly,
for now.
Of course. You would do it
I cannot
lovingly.
be encumbered in the Badlands.
Very well. Let's see. Supposedly 15 hell bombs worth of damage to kill a worm. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I appreciate you being around for Baldur's Gate, but Jocasta is pretty. Yeah, she is pretty, I agree. Giving or indicating a good chance of success. Favorable. I.e. timely, good. Ah, propitious. Okay, alright. I learned a new word. Much appreciated. Not gonna lie. I thought I wasn't scared of needles, but the 23 gauge? Gauche? I don't know how to pronounce that in English. 30mm ones look really big, at least on pictures. And for intramuscular, it goes all the way in. If not scared, I'm at least worried. It's not too bad. If you do, you can do it in the butt. You can, alright. I didn't think about that long enough. You can poke the needle in your butt muscle, your gluteus maximus, and it's actually not too painful. You can use your upper leg as well, the quadricep, and it's also not too painful. So if you just use big muscles, that works really well. All right. Where do we go, propitious lady? The vastus lateralis, is that what it's called? Okay, alright, excuse me. Catch up with the hunting party northwest. Alright. Okay, where the heck is the hunting party? Found them. I caught up. What if I'm small, so all my muscles are small muscles? Then it's still your butt and your upper leg that are gigantic, proportionally to the rest of your body. I was trying to help. I appreciate you, Craig. So yeah, guys, if you want to be someone, if you let me rephrase it actually. If you feel like you are wasting your time too much, if you're someone who's at that point in their life, which just about everyone reaches, the way to fix that, believe it or not, is to just stop filling your body with dopamine, and it's gonna drive you mad in the beginning. But the moment it drives you mad, start doing the productive stuff, and you're gonna do it amazingly. Because your brain is like, oh my god, finally some dopamine. But if it's filled with dopamine from doom scrolling, etc., then it's not gonna care. The same way when you're really, really hungry, all the food you normally don't like, you start loving.
Well, who the hell sent you?
Hello, Skoda.
Well, isn't that flattering? Do a bow, a curtsy. Don't think I can manage either. But hell with it. I'm dying. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Okay. What is bad spice exactly?
Don't rightly know. We found it on Ix, something they whipped up. We took it as spoils. Easy money. Our own little spice trade. Didn't know the stuff was powdered death till the Catheria crashed. Then my crew starts dying. One by one.
Where's the rest of it?
The Catheria getting shot down complicated things. When it crashed, I had to leave my post to recover one of the containers. Sold it to the Sandflies. Had to leave my sick mates behind. Tried to get off-world with what I'd earned by selling the bad spice from the Catheria to the Sandflies. But I got ambushed by mercenaries. I evaded them and hid by joining the Masquerette, playing the part of a good little convert. Then I got sick. And Nala and Jorba turned on me. I fled, and this is where I fell. I'll never get off Arrakis.
That's it?
I know one or two more secrets. Real bangers. But maybe I'll just die with them while you watch me all helpless.
Tell me and I'll stick it to him.
Now you're talking sense. You're starting to get to the real truth.
What's that?
It doesn't matter whether this house or that house wins. Dukes, barons, emperors. It doesn't matter who rules. The rest of us suffer. The Atreides and Harkonnen have fought for 10,000 years. Stars will burn out before these royal bastards stop their self-indulgent puppet show. Honor. Duty. Just strings to make us dance. I did my duty. I waded through a sea of guts. I'm done squeezing stones for blood. We should squeeze them.
That's it then? You'll keep your secrets to spite the universe?
No. I'll tell if it'll help stop this sickness. But when it's over, ask yourself if what you get from the houses is worth what they exploit from you. The Delphus and the Euphoria were shot down into the Sheol. Now you know. That's not a win. It's a curse. You'll draw their attention now.
Who are they?
Dunno. So far up it'd give you a nosebleed to know. Don't know who they are, but they scare the shit out of me. Now do us a favor and leave.
Alright. Okay. It's one of the quadriceps muscles? Oh, okay. Thank you. Much appreciated. I was told doing it in the butt isn't good for beginners because apparently it's very easy to hit some important nerve there. That's true for many places though, but if you're scared about that, then definitely do the leg. You can I feel like Craig would be really good at giving you an image as to where you should poke the needle. It's like, we call it the upper outer quadrant as nurses. That's where usually we poke intramuscular injections. Life is to be fortified by many friendships. To love and to be loved is the greatest happiness of existence. Yes. I heard someone say this on YouTube the other day. Some big entrepreneur. He said, I used to think the destination is the only thing that mattered. And I quickly realized it's not. It's the journey that matters. But it's not until I got much more experience in and much older and wiser that I realized the only thing that makes the journey count is who's by your side while you're traveling. So they agree with Sydney here. It's the company that matters. That's what defines the journey. Fun facts, guys. Where the heck do I go? Alright, I guess I'm going back to Arakin. Arakin. Confirm. What if I use the body sliders to make those muscles the same or smaller? See? That'd be very impressive. It'd be very impressive. But probably no. Probably not possible. Alright, no worries, Mr. Cool. See you in a bit. If you replaced Atreides and Harkonnen with big companies here in the US, that monologue stings. True. Yeah, it'd still be accurate, right? There's just a few human beings with too much influence, because the other 99.99999% of us are very decent. Fortunately or unfortunately. I avoid the gluteus due to the sciatica. That's fair. I use quad or deltoid generally. Me as well. During work, yes. But for self-injections, I feel like for a lot of people, the gluteus maximus is a much bigger muscle. So it should, in theory, be much more pain-free. Yeah, exactly. This is the nerve, Ariadna, which is where the name sciatica comes from. A painful condition. I'd pick injecting subcutaneously, but turns out it take actually multiple minutes to draw the dose with a 27 to 30 kilo. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That's a big dose though, right? Why does it take that long? Huh. Okay. How many cc's or milliliters is it? We go here. How am I doing on durability? Oh, I'm fine, okay. I'm fine. Oh, it's only 0.2 milliliters? It's just in castor oil. Oh, it's really thick. Okay, fair. That is fair. Sciatica blows. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Wrong way. Unfortunately, it does. Yeah, just to quadriceps and your leg, basically. Yeah. Ariadna.
Oh, we meet again. The rhyme of your
I did it.
Yes?
I recovered it. Take it.
Place it in my hand.
I will place it in your hand.
Even without eyes, my hands know this hilt. Its familiar heft is as comforting as an old friend. You have my gratitude.
The one who set this all in motion is still out there.
And?
And the Alara Tuek knows who they are. We could find out.
I have no interest in doing that.
Okay, whoever set pawns to harass you will do so again.
Drop it now.
How do you... what?
Because I already know. My apologies.
What?
I already know who did this. You look upon a broken man, living in the refuse of his ideals and former glory, kept alive by an enemy who respects him too much to let him die.
Who did this?
Forgive me if my trust in humanity is shattered. Let the story alone. Let's keep this simple. You've earned some training. Are you ready?
Hey, what's up, Normal? How's life? I heard you and Stern got destroyed by a worm in Helldivers. That scares me. How's life treating you, Normal? How's your week?
Then let us begin. Let the blade fill your hand. Let the blade become your hand. Be mindful of your breathing and listen carefully to my words.
I am listening.
Remarkable. There are fighters who possess natural talent, but you are beyond that. Your muscle memory is that of someone far more experienced.
Okay. I got level 2 sword master.
We meet again. The rhyme of your stride betrays you. No, you're more relentless than a desert bat lapping up a dead man's tears.
No average enemy could do this to a sword master.
You're not wrong. Yes, the one who's after me and the one who made me like this are one and the same. He is the most dangerous man I know.
What are you gonna do about it?
I had no aspirations but to wallow in defeat. When you placed the sword hilt in my hand, something awakened. Something that won't let old wrongs lie. Let it lie. If you really want to help me, you can help me get a new pair of eyes.
Eyes?
Artificial eyes, created by the frightful arts of the Tli-Laxu.
Okay. Those are mechanical wonders, but you should be cautious.
What makes you say that?
It's the technology is an amazing improvement over biological eyes.
Does that not make them more desirable for my purpose?
Begs the question, why don't more Tli-Laxu wear them?
I see.
Control their perception, you control their reality. This is true.
To be honest, I too have heard apocryphal tales of Tli-Laxu eyes enslaving the user. Is such a marriage of metal and flesh a sin?
Maybe.
And yet, there's nothing else for me. No purpose but retribution. The eyes can make that happen, whatever terrible cost they bring. The desire for revenge eclipses my hesitation. The time is now. I need your help.
Me?
I am being watched. You can move about unobserved. I need you to seek out a black market trader by the name of Anushka Hanevar.
Okay.
When you meet her, order a Karana brandy with a Sidrit twist. Order that drink precisely. It's important. Ask her about the eyes.
I'll do what I can.
Off you go then.
I did it. Alright. Let me answer chat. Probably gonna call it, just to make sure we can raid on Twitch as well. Let me see, let me answer chat first. The worm isn't that bad, it's the rest. Oh, that's fair. The worm just takes some focus fire. Okay. Is that what you guys were doing the other day? I saw you in a 2-4 lobby, I swear, when I was farming super credits. Maybe. Minimalism is true freedom, yes or no, guys? It's the bugs, countless bugs. Since when is countless bugs a problem? I don't know. We were trying to live, Chicky. It was fun. Been a while since I try-harded and lost. Nice, honestly, that sounds like fun. The difficulty being ramped up like that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, 2 of them today took like most of the mission and all our reinforcements, but fuck, it was fun. Yeah, fair, Chicky, down to you, very fair. From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Where is that from? What do you mean no? You guys are non-minimalists? Ah, crap. No. I do feel like minimalism is is a good interpretation of freedom. 40k Dune crossover confirmed. Oh, maybe. That's fair. Join us, Phacil. You'll see how bugs are an issue. Saturday. I will bounce back in. The salvation of the world lies in the human heart, obviously. We're the ones that destroyed it. We can fix. Let's fix. Alright, let me level up Swordmaster really quick. I want water. Drink water, guys. I like Baroque architecture. That's like the opposite of minimalism. Oh, that sucks, right? I've never heard of this because I'm a minimalist, but okay. Alright, I need more stamina. Yes. I want more heal kit. Yes. More stamina recovery. Okay. Then I want more max stamina. Yes. Dehydrated stamina limit. Yes. Oh, amazing. That's all I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. Planetologist? What is this? Suspenser dash. Oh, that's a gunner probably. Yeah. Only has 1 level. Okay, alright. Okay. Let me answer chat. Let me do this. Boom. Oh yes. Well, that was fun. Let's see how long it takes for normal to see it. Let's see. Super Earth still has use for you yet. Oh, maybe is it time for me to come out of cryo? Time to get out of cryo. Oh yes. I'm away on Saturday. That sucks, but I appreciate you wishing me well. I appreciate it, but we're gonna find out. No Helldivers for a couple months. Let's see how well my muscle memory stuck around. If I still know all my stratagems. Probably gonna play some stratagem hero just to get back into it. Fancy transition. Oh, thank you, check it on here. My favorite stratagem on free stuff. I appreciate it. Oh yes, sir. Oh yes. We're probably gonna chill for 15 minutes and then we raid someone on Twitch and then I call the stream there. Well, I'll cut it short half an hour early just to make sure we have some time to hang out after we raid and then without me passing out from a lack of sleep tomorrow because my kids wake up early. Let's see. Give him the plasma gun? The purifier? Are you talking about the purifier? I'm sure any of us will drop some new toys for you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I would love to try new toys. Yeah, I agree. There's still no stratagem hero update? That's a shame. Missed opportunity, Arrowhead. Missed opportunity. They don't actually listen to their community. That sucks. They do. They very well listen to them, if you ask me. They've given us everything like we've asked for, like ever, right? I know people were like, oh, we want underground missions. And they gave us underground mission. Like everything that we've asked for, right? It's crazy, actually. See if you can get a new record? Yeah, I can try. I can try. You mean a new speed record? I can try that. It's fair. I probably can, honestly. I don't feel like I did that well on the record. It was okay. But I do feel like I made quite a few mistakes. Anti-translation. That's what I'm gonna do with the estrogen. I appreciate it, Ariadna. I hope so. I hope so. Yes, the purifier. The purifier is more useful than ever. It was always useful. Now everyone's like, oh, the purifier is amazing. It's always been amazing. But okay. An automaton boarding action. They'll give us this. I feel like they'll give us this at some point. This is similar to the whole underground bug planet, right? Underground missions in bug planets. They've given us stuff for the most part, but the performance and bugs at the moment are shitty. Oh, that sucks. Alright, hopefully that's not too bad for us tomorrow. We're gonna find out. College classes are called pairs here because they're usually 2 45-minute lessons together. I wonder if it's like that anywhere else. Not here, I think. Probably not. I've never heard the term here. Interesting though. Why would they call it that? Not just a 90-minute lesson. Would prefer they fix some of the broken things before new content personally. But I know not everyone agrees with that. I think probably most people would agree with that, Jiggy Donahue. It's hard to say though why they don't. Maybe it's just... Oh, okay, well, me saying this might be very offensive, but I don't mean it that way. I was gonna say maybe they don't actually know how to fix it in that sense. So they don't know what's actually causing a lot of the problems, maybe. And so obviously if you don't know how to fix it, then you may as well continue doing other stuff. But in theory, you would say, yeah, definitely focus on your game stability, right? But I don't know. I'm not a game designer, so that's very easy for me to say. I'm hoping that the game keeps getting better. A vertical building climb on Illuminated. Oh yes, this would be amazing. Exactly like Die Hard. That would be amazing, honestly. Like a giant tower to climb. Would be amazing. I still have the world record for it? Oh! Wait, none of you guys have beat me? Like there's tons of you guys that are fast at stratagem inputs. No one's beaten my 50 round stratagem hero record? Or 25 round? Interesting. Okay. That's probably not that popular, to be fair. I'm saying it's even more useful. Okay, good nuance. Thank you. The purifier is amazing. Normal agrees. Much appreciated, Normal. Much appreciated. How was your week, by the way, bud? How's your week going? As a developer, I bet it's a lot more fun to make new toys, but bug squashing is not fun. Why is bug squashing not fun? Yeah. They gave us caves, so I'm confident space combat is coming 2026. Maybe. The broken things usually don't really bother me, to be honest. Helldivers 2 rarely has real bad bugs nowadays. Okay, okay. Alright, so there's some discrepancy there in opinion. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Most bugs I can look past as long as the game isn't crashing, honestly. However, I can't play a 40-minute run of Gloom Burst Terminates without freezing or crashing. Oh, okay. Hopefully I don't crash or freeze too much. Oh, good to hear, Normal. Good to hear, man. Everything's chill, I understand. Your family doing well? Sister doing well? Is your sister streaming? I need to raid someone in 10 minutes. I don't know any way to upgrade to Super Citizen without paying full price for the full game with the edition, unfortunately, and that's way too steep. You should probably just send a message to Arrowhead. I'm sure they'll get it done for you. Can't imagine they wouldn't, to be fair. Oh yeah. It is fair? Oh, see, Craig's done it. There you go. She always ends before this hour, hence why I'm here. Oh, okay, okay, alright, no worries. I might have a streamer, but I'll see when they end. Okay, alright, thank you. Well, for those of you that want to help me make someone happy here in a bit, jump to twitch.tv/Phacil. So we can raid someone with as many viewers as we can. If even for just 30 seconds, it makes someone really happy. Let's see. It's possible through Steam. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, it's region locked. Okay, fair. That's good to know. That sucks. I don't know, I'm sure it's the same on consoles. Okay. So then it's definitely a game thing, right? Not a PC thing then. Yeah, they are just going into a DRG mission, so they'll be around. Okay, cool. Oh, we jump. Okay, copying. Copy Richie Uno. Deep Rock Galactic. Alright, that's been forever since I watched that. It'd be fun. You probably can, actually, Craig. This probably works. I think we did this for Floodlight a long time ago, because he really wanted to play Helldivers, but he couldn't. Because back then, I think the region lock was even more strict. And I think Google? I don't remember. Someone bought the game for him. Not sure if it was Google. I think it was Google. Was it? No, I feel like that's wrong. I don't. Someone bought it for him. You guys are awesome. Let's see. The only way it was even possible for me to buy it at all is through gifts. You can't gift a Super Citizen upgrade in game. I feel like this is something you could probably work out with Arrowhead. That's interesting. Which brings me to another fun topic. I feel like it's a good topic to end stream on before we raid, which is that everything is connected, right? Always. I was talking about the whole dopamine and stuff again during this stream, where if you just accept that your dopamine receptors, which is the stuff that your dopamine will sit on, if you will. If you accept that that part of your brain is basically real life mana, and so you need to make sure you don't fill those receptors randomly with stuff, because that's like spending your mana, right, randomly. It's like spamming Fireball, right? If you're doom scrolling, just imagine that's like you spamming Fireball randomly, so that by the time you need to cast Lightning or whatever, right, there's no mana. And so our brain works the same way. So whenever you're in a situation where you need to do something, you need to study, or you need to do some important homework, or anything that you need to like really need to do, the way you get your brain to do it is to make sure you do not fill up or load up on dopamine, which means no doom scrolling. It means probably no junk food, no gambling, no alcohol, right? Anything that can get you dopamine. Ideally, you sit still in a dark corner, basically, okay? And you do your best to not start tweaking out. And then you commit to the chore, / homework / you name it. And you're gonna be like, this is amazing. This is so much fun. So having said that, oxytocin is the one I love talking about, of course, which is funny enough, something that helps us with dopamine as well. And oxytocin is much more potent. So feeling good, dopamine can take care of course, but feeling absolutely amazing, oxytocin is the one you want, which is easy to get. You just take care of one another. And usually I tell people, if you don't believe me, that's good. Then try it out for yourself. Just pick a random person to help out one day. It'll work. And then sometimes people are like, yeah, but then they're ungrateful. It's like, okay, then you move on to the next person. But most people, 99 out of 100, so you got really unlucky if that happened, but 99 out of 100 are just going to be happy with you. Which is going to make you feel great, and it's going to make them feel great. It's hilarious. Everyone feels great. And that's how it is. Maybe it's possible, but it's not offered on the centralized platform where you buy those kind of things here. That is fair. I don't know, maybe Quick wants to try to help you out with this, try to figure it out. I feel like it would be possible, because it was true for Flood as well. We couldn't buy it, or Flood couldn't buy it, but we managed to get it to him. Arrowhead is so chill with support, they might even give it to you for free. Or some super credit. Towards a war bond at least. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they give you the super credits at least. If you already have the Steeled Veterans, I think is what it's called. The war bond you get with the Super Citizen Edition. They don't really allow you to gift super credits easier, which I think is a big loss. It really is. Wow, we should post this. This is a big mistake on their behalf. Yeah, this is oxytocin. I'm all for this. They really should do this. Super credit gifts weirdly are offered somehow, but that feels shenanigan-y. Really? I didn't know you could do that. What a way to put it. Needed to hear this. Taking notes. I appreciate it, some guy. No worries, man. This is my shtick. I'm just trying to get people to be happy. That's all I want. Life is short, guys. Please. Just be happy. And I will consider myself a successful streamer. I just looked. Not possible to add the upgrade to a cart. Oh. Yeah, probably possible if you ask Arrowhead then, right? They changed it? Oh. They used to do that. The Warbond token just came out today. What is a Warbond token? I read that. I'm not sure what a token is. You get a token now. Let's see. Which you can use to get any Warbond except specifically the ODST one. Because the ODST one is weird, right? It's a legendary Warbond. But from what I understand, like there's nothing really that makes it legendary other than the price. It's interesting to think about. Alright, let's end it on the positivity though. Alright, let's see if this person is streaming right now. Twitch.tv/Richie1. Let's see. Super Sitting, jump over to twitch.tv/Phacil, please, if you guys want to help me make someone happy real quick. Let's see. Super Citizen just got changed from the included first Warbond to a token instead that you can use on any of the ones. Oh, that is smart actually. Very cool. You get a free token. Twitch.tv/Phacil, guys, if you want to help me raid someone real quick. I'll wait 30 seconds. To be fair, first Warbond low-key was the best one in my opinion, until like the last three. Whoa, I don't know how I feel about that. Are you sure? Like we had the demolition, like the thermites and crossbow one. We had the purifier one, which I think was the ice one, the snow one. I don't know about this. This is interesting. That's a hot take. I think the ODST Warbond is underrated because everyone was expecting Purifier 2.0. Ah, that makes sense. Alright, that makes sense. I appreciate you being around for BG3 Chicky Donahue. Much appreciated. Or D Bravo 6. That is fair. Alright, let's see. Apparently he's up and running. Is he deep diving? I think he's deep diving. Alright. This is Deep Rock Galactic, guys. This game, I would definitely love to stream this game. This is a high-paced game. Should be hilarious. Alright, /raid Richie Uno. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. You guys know my shtick as always. I hope you guys have a lovely end of your week. A lovely Friday, I should say. And a good weekend if I don't see you guys tomorrow or Saturday. Be kind, be caring, be positive. I swear it works. It will make you and the people around you happier. Every single day, every single time. It's not complicated. Never has been, never will be. Stop listening to all the random media, okay? Catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.